Hello everyone, this is Joel Davis with YouAreTheBroker.com, empowering you to build a highly effective and highly profitable broker business. I want to give credit to the inspiration in this video to those of you who sent us a lot of emails. You expressed a lot of interest and admiration for the simple strategy we use for surcharges. I think that's really opened up a lot of people's eyes to see that this is a unique and different business model versus traditional transportation or other business models. So I want to put this video together. I was going to save this tidbit, this golden nugget of information for our licensees, but I'm going to share it in this video because if you're one of those freebie experts where you devour everything online and you think you became an instant expert, you're going to love this. If you're thinking about starting a broker business and maybe you're teetering, I think this strategy alone is really going to convince you and put you over the edge that this is an opportunity you want to take advantage of. So let me quickly recap to kind of set the stage so I can present this awesome strategy that we use. In the previous videos, we talked about just two of the sources of revenue that I've shared openly in my videos, the deliveries and the express move. I mentioned that in 2017, all of our thousands of deliveries averaged $101.36. So obviously some were less than $100, some were a lot more. So I round that down to $100. So as I talk about this example, I'm going to share the strategy that I'm about to reveal to you. Keep in mind, I'm just going to average all of our work orders for deliveries to be $100. So you could see that we don't do traditional $5, $10, $15, $20 deliveries. Can you use the software system that we use, the Fetch Mazel system? Yes, absolutely. It can accommodate those small deliveries. But everything I'm going to teach you in YouAreTheBroker.com system is to find the sweet spot, to find the most profitable opportunities in all the sources of revenue that we generate. So keep in mind, I'm going to reference all of our delivery work orders as $100. Now, in regards to this specific strategy we use, what is the one thing that when you go to mail a package at the post office, at FedEx, at UPS, or any other major delivery services, what's one thing they always ask you if you want? Do you want to pay for additional insurance? Again, do you want additional insurance? And if you do, you pay X number of dollars. So think about it. Keep in mind, everything I'm going to teach you in YouAreTheBroker.com. Can you do small and simple deliveries and leverage the Fetch Mazel system? Yes, absolutely. But everything I'm going to teach you is for bigger ticket items. Again, we're averaging $101.36 for every delivery. So we're moving bigger ticket items. So if you go to the post office, UPS, FedEx, whatever, and they always ask you if you want to pay a little bit extra for insurance, why can't we do the same? And that is exactly what we do. Now, all of our independent contractors, they all carry proper licensing and insurance, and obviously we go through the proper protocol to ensure that they do. But we offer up to $1,000 of what we call hassle-free insurance. Now, what's hassle-free insurance? It's literally just that, hassle-free insurance. Now, pay close attention here. Every single time that someone calls our people who answer our phones and they're trying to schedule a delivery work order, every single time my people are required, it's part of our procedures, to ask them specifically, would you like up to $1,000 in hassle-free insurance? The cost that we set for this $1,000 of hassle-free insurance is $19.95. $19.95. And yes, it's up to $1,000. Now, if we did a delivery for someone and we moved something that was $500, you have up to $1,000 of hassle-free insurance. We don't negotiate the $1,000. If you do, if we deliver up to, let's say, multiple pieces of furniture that total $3,000, $5,000, again, we only do up to $1,000 hassle-free insurance. Now, I'm going to break this down for you. Hassle-free insurance is just that. If there is a problem where one of our contractors damages something while in transport, so our contractors are going to inspect everything before they take it out of the store, the facility, or wherever they're moving it from to do the delivery. They'll inspect it all. But if it is ever damaged in transport, we will offer up to $1,000 of quote-unquote hassle-free insurance. Again, does the contractor carry his own insurance to cover something? Yes, absolutely. But the hassle-free is supposed to be just that, hassle-free. You don't have to go through any type of claims, file anything with any insurance companies, nothing like that. So you say to yourself, all right, Joel, you're offering up to $1,000 for only $19.95. Let's call it $20. You're offering $1,000 hassle-free insurance up to $20. That doesn't make sense. That's not an equal trade-off. Let me put things in perspective for you. First and foremost, just over 39%, so I'm going to round it up to 40. So let's say 40% of all of our deliveries, that customer accepts the option, quote unquote, the option to have hassle-free insurance. So mind you, every time they call our office to schedule a delivery work order, our staff is specifically going to ask them, would you like to invest up to $1,000 in hassle-free insurance for $19.95? 4 out of 10 people will say yes. Now, you say that's 4 out of 10, that's low. Well, part of the reason that's low is because one of our main retail partners, it's a lower end store, and typically only 1 out of 10 of this lower end store, only 1 out of 10 will accept that. But that's fine because we make a boatload of money out of that retail partner. So when you translate the 4 out of 10 who accept the hassle-free insurance option, they're coming from our higher end stores. So you say, Joel, you're giving up to $1,000 hassle-free insurance for $20. Yes, I am. Here's what's awesome about it. First and foremost, out of how many countless thousands upon thousands upon thousands of delivery work orders we've done over the last 5 years, going into my 6th year, we have had only 2 claims. Only 2 claims. And here's where it's even crazier. Only one of those claims got paid out. Now, let me explain. We only paid out one of those claims, and that was because legitimately one of our contractors damaged a table. It had to get refinished, and it cost something like $745 or something along those lines. I'll talk about that in a second. The second claim we never ended up paying out, not because we didn't want to, but because the customer kept waiting, they wanted a replacement. We offered several times to pick up the damaged item, give them a full refund, give their money back, but they kept holding off. They wanted a replacement. We worked with the store, we couldn't get it. It's long story, and I'm going to go into detail in my training material. I'm going to go into detail talking especially about that second example where we actually didn't pay out the insurance, not because we didn't want to, but I'm going to go into detail because literally I'm going to walk you through that entire process, all the emails, because it really enforces and illustrates a lot of the key concepts, a lot of the policies and procedures we have. And this is why you want strong policies and procedures in your broker business, because again, you're going to be operating over a vast area with lots of contractors. So it's critical you have good core policies and procedures. So I'm going to talk in detail about that second example to illustrate all of our policies and procedures. Now, let me go back to the one example where we did pay out that was like $750. So you say, Joel, how many $20 do you have to collect to recoup your $745? None. And here's why. First of all, that hassle-free insurance, it was clear-cut. Our contractor damaged the table. Again, mind you, we're talking about tens of thousands of deliveries over the last 5 going into 6 years now into 2018. And we've had 2 claims. Only one of them got paid out. So you say, Joel, how much money did you make to, how many work orders, how many hassle-free insurance policies do you have to gain to recoup your $745? None. Because the very next week, We pay out the money right away. I paid out the $745, hassle-free, clear cut. We did the investigation, took the pictures, got an explanation from the contractor, got an explanation from the customer, had the pictures. The contractor fully acknowledged this was my screw up. I did it, our fault. We paid out the $745 to the customer as reimbursement. And then the very next week, great contractor, that $745 comes out of his commission. So Joel, how many $20 hassle-free insurance claims or policies do you have to secure to negate or recoup the potential loss of a $1,000 payout? None. Because the very next week, I'm not going to pay for it. I'll pay for it right up front. I'm going to save the money because I want to save the customer, restore the customer, make sure that everything is taken care of so that we build confidence with the customer. But I'm not going to pay for it. I didn't damage the table. The independent, keyword, independent contractor. He's not my employee. He's an independent contractor. The independent contractor has to pay for that. I paid the money up front. Then the independent contractor had to recoup and pay the $745. So it was taken out of his next week's commission. Again, as the broker, you get paid first. You're responsible for paying your independent contractors. So I had all the leverage. So Joel, what if an independent contractor damages something and then he doesn't want to pay for it? Well, guess what? He's not going to get paid the next week because all money flows through me. As the broker, you're the gatekeeper. You get paid first. This is why you are insulated from losses. You don't take a loss because all money comes to you and a specific percentage gets paid out to your contractors. Now let me put everything in perspective for you. We have a $100 delivery. For most of my contractors, not all, some get a little slightly more, slightly less. It depends on the circumstances and how long they've been with me. I give 70% commission for a delivery. So again, let's round down from 101.36 to a $100 delivery. On a $100 delivery, I'm going to give $70 to the contractor. I'm going to keep 30. If that customer called and made that reservation over the phone, that we're going to charge a $10 surcharge. So that $100 just became $110. I'm still only paying out $70 to the contractor. So now I have $40. But mind you, that $10 surcharge, I really negate that money. I use that money to, as I explained in the previous videos, I use that to pay my contractors who are answering the phones. Again, I have 3 and 4 people who stay at home and answer the phones, and they do a great job. So my $10 surcharges helps pay for them, helps negate the credit card surcharges, the 2 to 3.5%, depending on if they're using Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex. And it also gives me additional money to help compensate my regional directors, which I'm going to go into detail talking about in my material. So I really try to visually use my surcharges to negate some of my overhead expenses. But the insurance charges are cash free. So if 4 out of 10 people are going to invest in the hassle-free insurance, that right there is an extra $40, and they all add up. Again, consider if you have 10 work orders in a day, that's an extra $40. Now propagate that out over a week, a month, a year, just in hassle-free insurance. What happens when you have 20 work orders? What happens when you have 50 work orders? Again, if you own a transportation business, how many transports are you doing in a day? Now, how many work orders, how many deliveries could you be doing in a day? And mind you, keep in mind, as I teach you this broker business, I'm going to teach you multiple strategies, multiple sources of revenue. I've only disclosed deliveries and the work orders in my previous videos. So understand, there's a lot more to be had. So again, I congratulate you on taking the time to watch this video and all the previous videos. I hope you enjoyed them. If you're a freebie expert, take that little nugget and put it to use and go make yourself some real money and call it a day. If you're serious about moving forward with this, you want to legitimately build $1 million broker business where you literally own no vehicles, no employees, no insurance policies, no regulatory policies, no burdensome headaches or hassles. And trust me, I get it. It sounds too good to be true. I'm living testament. It's not. I'm heading into my 6th year. Here it is, 2018. I'm heading into my 6th year. Now I can assure you, I'm going to be absolutely honest, and I kind of touched upon this in some of my previous videos. When I first started my business, I did not charge surcharges. I did not have hassle-free insurance. Those first couple years, this literally was a business where we had to figure it out. We had to tweak and modify and change and work on things to make the overall business model work. Again, I was literally making good money, but I realized I was cannibalizing a lot of my own commissions because I was paying out the people who answer the phones, the merchant accounts for the credit cards. So I realized I need to come up with some new strategies, and that's where I really came on board with the surcharges, the hassle-free insurance. And again, there's a lot more that I'm going to share and I'm going to teach. I have to save that for our licensee. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Continue to watch these videos. Continue to check your email, because again, if you see the opportunity just in this hassle-free insurance, this is, you could say, Joel, that's sneaky. Joel, that's a scam. Joel, you're a con artist. Well, then that means the U.S. Postal Service, that means FedEx, that means UPS. They're all con artists because they always upcharge you for insurance. So why can't we do the same? We're delivering things. What's the difference? If you appreciate that and you see the benefit and you got that millionaire mindset, stay tuned. We're going to be in touch very soon for next step instructions so we can bring you in as a licensee. As always, I'll see you at the top.